10, finding the area as well as perimeter. Before we start, turn to your textbook again. We read the formula for area of a trapezium one more time. Okay, I'll flip to your textbook, page 108. We will say it again. The count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Area of trapezium equals to there are 3 parts to this. The half is just a number, half times sum of the length of the parallel side. You just need to identify the 2 lines that are parallel, lines that do not meet. Find the length, add. As simple as that. Because there are 4 sides to a trapezium, right? 2 of them are parallel. Just add the 2 lengths. Just add only, plus. After that, multiply by the perpendicular height. But why is it that when I went around the class, I still don't see correct answers for everybody? Shocking, isn't it? So as I go through, you find that your answer is different. You find that your answer is wrong, learn from it. Stop making the same mistakes over and over again. Stop thinking that you cannot do mathematics. At some point in time, you have to do it already. So the area, write down the formula, half times, open bracket, the sum of the length of parallel sides. I'm going to ask, anybody doesn't know which are the 2 parallel sides? If you do not know, raise up your hand. I will not ask you. If your hands are down, it means that you know and I can ask you. And if I ask you and you do not know, you'll be in for a lot of pain. Very uncomfortable. So is there anybody who does not know where the parallel sides are? Any more? So the rest are aware where the parallel sides are. Reynard, where are the parallel sides? 3 and 8. So in this trapezium, we have 4 sides. All can see the 4 sides? Marilyn, can see 4 sides? Out of the 4, 2 lines are parallel. What are parallel lines? Parallel lines are lines that go on and on forever, but they do not touch each other. We indicate that with arrows like this. These are parallel lines. I can keep drawing longer and longer, they will not touch. What then are lines that are not parallel? For example, line like this and a line like this. These 2 lines, they are not parallel because if I were to extend them, they're gonna touch each other, isn't it? Understand, Marilyn? Nazreen, okay? So these are not parallel lines. Back to the trapezium. Now, Nazreen and Marilyn, do you understand why Reynard says that the 3 and the 8 are the parallel lines? Because if you extend them forever and ever, they are not going to touch each other. Can you see that? So now, our formula says that we need to add the length of the parallel sides, meaning the 3 and the 8. Add means plus. So 3 plus 8. And we need to multiply it by the perpendicular height. What is perpendicular height? Perpendicular means that there is going to be a 90 degrees. Now, between the 3 cm and the 8 cm, what is the distance between them? This is our 3 cm line, our 8 cm line. Which distance is between the blue lines? Is it the 12 or the 13? 12. Why do you know it is 12? How do you know it's 12? Yeah, the right angle, right? The right angle means perpendicular. So can you see that the formula is applicable over here very easily? Just need to identify parallel sides, add them up. Identify the 90-degree perpendicular height, which is the 12. You got it? Times 12. So this is what we do for area. Now look at all your work. did you write this word? Did you write area? Not everybody did. If you did not, write it down now. So this will give us a value of 6 times 11. 66 square centimeters. Okay, you can use your calculator for this. And now the next part, find the perimeter. Perimeter will be the distance around it. So the outline, go ahead and outline it. Highlight it if you want to, if it helps you. What do we have to add? We need to add 13, 12, 8, 3, 12, 8, and 13. Add them all up to get a perimeter. 3, 12, 8, 13. 36 centimeters. Any questions? Show of hands, who got everything correct? Okay, who got at least the area correct? Area. Okay. Now let's move on to our workbook exercise 9C question 1. That was the other homework question. Find the area and perimeter of each trapezium. So now, is there anybody who doesn't know how to calculate the area? Anybody? None, huh? So I got to ask questions again. Okay, let's start with Ashari this time. Ashari, can you give us the area for this trapezium? Good. So 4 times 12, 48 square centimeters. Okay, Javier, can you give me the perimeter? 8 plus 10. Yeah, plus 3. Huh? Wow, how you jumping all over the place one? 8 plus 10 plus 3 plus 9. Why you go in such a funny way? You see, while it is not wrong, 4 numbers easy to count. You won't miss anything out. But what if you have a shape that has more sides? If you jump all over the place, you may miss out a segment. So go in one circle, 8, 3 to 8 to 9 to 10. Or the other way around. Wherever you start doesn't matter, as long as you go in one complete circle, okay? That will be the best. So Javier is not wrong. His answer will be correct. But let's just do it properly. So 11, 20, 30 cm. Okay, next, Patricia. Area. Bracket 4. Okay, good. So 2 times 8, we get 16. Okay, Chloe, perimeter. Okay, good. So we have 18 cm. Then all the other sides must also be A, isn't it? Okay. Who doesn't know the formula for the area? Raise our hand, I will not call you. Who doesn't know the area for formula for who doesn't know the formula for area of a square? If you don't know, raise our hand, I'm not gonna call you. So all know, huh? Okay, Shah, what's the area for square? Length, okay, what is the length and breadth over here? Yeah. What is the side over here? Okay, what is the length in this example? A, okay, so what times what? A times A, we call it A squared. Okay. Now, Reynard, what is the perimeter of this square? A plus A plus A plus A. So how many A's? 4 A's. So that is our perimeter for a square. We now move on to a rectangle. Let's call the sides A and B. Okay, next one. Sean, what is the area for this rectangle? A times B? Yes, we simply call it AB. And now what is the perimeter? Yes. Brian. A plus B plus A plus B. Good. So how many A's and how many B's? So do we write it this way? 2A, 2B? Plus. Okay, good. 2A plus 2B. That is the perimeter. Let's move on to the next shape. What is the next shape? Karin, what is the next shape? What shape do you want next? What did she say? Louder. Oh, you want a parallelogram? Okay, can. Yeah, go toilet. Parallelogram. Let's call this A, B, and let's give you a perpendicular height of C. Okay, let's start with the area. Okay, so Karin, what is the area? C times B. Good. Or base times the perpendicular height, BC. Okay, the other way around, same. So now zenith perimeter. A plus B plus A plus B. And what do we get altogether? 2A to B plus 2B. Okay, good. And Ryan, we have now a trapezium, right? Or is it triangle? Which one do you want? Triangle or trapezium? Huh? Which one do you want? Triangle or trapezium? Triangle, okay. So for triangle, it can look like this. Let's call this B, A, B, C. A, B, C. And let's call this H for the perpendicular height. So area, what do we have? What is the formula for the area? Did you say something? So the area will be half times the base times the perpendicular height. Now, I'm doing right times. Yeah, half BH cannot. Yeah, it is our algebra. Perimeter. Okay. Perimeter. B plus C. Good. Okay, so Emma, Marilyn, wake up. So Emma, now we have a trapezium. A, B, C, D. And I give you a perpendicular height. Let's find H again. So area. What is the formula in this case? Emma? So in this example, the area is half A plus C times H. What about the perimeter? Okay, Marilyn, your turn. What is the perimeter for this trapezium? A plus B plus C plus D. Good. Okay, so now we've gone through all these shapes already. One answer. Yeah, perimeter. Okay, so the next shape that we're going to learn is circle. Okay, now, I need all you to pay attention. If you feel sleepy, go and wash your face or you'll be asked to stand. Okay. The perimeter of a circle has a special name. It is called a circumference. No need to know how to spell, but when I say the word circumference, you need to know I'm referring to the perimeter of a circle. So we can use a ruler to measure straight lines. How do we measure the distance for a circle? One way is you use a string. You try and outline that circle, and then you measure the string on the ruler. That's one way to do it. Another way is by calculation. But that wouldn't be measuring already. That would be calculating the circumference, the distance. Okay, now, the other word we need to know is radius. Okay, all of you say the word radius. 1, 2, 3. Radius. Now, radius is a distance again from the center of a circle to the circumference. So now we have used two words in a sentence. The radius is the distance from the center to the circumference. Any of you brought your construction set? Your construction set, you know, you can draw circles, you can measure. Can I borrow your whole set? Okay, this over here, with a pencil, do you have a pencil? Okay. Anybody has the compass? This instrument? Okay, so this over here is called a compass. Look, it allows us to draw circles. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I can. Okay, so this is the one that I'm talking about. Okay, what your friends have. Okay, now we can open and close it. The effect of opening and closing will result in different size of a circle. Okay, the bigger size you open, the bigger the circle is going to be. Pass this to Junxian. Okay, so watch. If I go around, I'm going to end up with a circle. Do you see that? So this instrument allows us to draw a circle. Can you see where the center is? Okay, the sharp needle, we put it at the center. And what I just drew is a circle. The distance of this black color outline is called circumference. So if I ask you to calculate circumference, I want the distance. If I were to open up the compass to a bigger size, I will get a bigger circle with a bigger radius. The distance from the center to the circumference is called the radius. So the size that I open it up is called the radius. Now I'm going to try and make a very small radius. Okay, for example, like this. Now the radius is very small, and I can draw a small circle. Understand? Radius and circumference, two different things. So back to the notes. Next, word that we need to know is called a diameter. D for diameter. The diameter is simply the length of a the length from 2 points of the circumference, but it must pass through the center. In summary, basically, the diameter is any point on the circle. Any point on the circumference, you draw to the center, that is the radius, right? But you continue drawing, and you get the diameter. Diameter is just 2 times of the radius, as shown over here. Okay, please put star over here for diameter. Diameter equals to 2 times of the radius. Want to find what? Later we'll go through circumference of a circle in a short while. Not any questions so far? If there are no questions, then I'll do a quick test. What is the name of A? You have 3 new words that you learned today, right? We've got our circumference, radius, and diameter. Okay, so A over here, which one is it? Circumference, radius, or diameter? Radius, very good. So this is our A equals to our radius. Now, circumference. Would that be the yellow color distance, or would that be green color? Which one is the circumference, green or yellow? Green, huh? Green is our circumference. So what about the yellow color? Diameter. Okay, very good. Now, you know the 3 parts of a circle already. Okay, now, did you all learn the formula for area of a circle in primary school? Huh? Don't have. Okay, how about the circumference of a circle? Did you all learn it in primary school? I think some of you learned, some of you didn't learn. Yeah, it's got to do with pi. Okay, now, okay, watch. Listen, class. Okay, the circumference of a circle, listen closely to the words I'm saying. The circumference of a circle depends on radius. Do you agree? If the radius is bigger, the distance is bigger. Do you agree? One more time. If the radius is bigger, then the length of the yellow color portion known as the circumference is bigger. Do you agree? Makes sense, right? So definitely the circumference, circumference, must be related to the radius. And now I'm going to give you the formula. You don't need to know how it happened, but I'm going to give you the formula. The formula is 2 pi r. Okay, now, does this look scary to you? Which part looks scary to you? Okay, now, is the 2 scary? No, it's just a number. It means 2 times this thing over here. This thing over here is called pi. We read it as pi. Okay? Hey, you know what? Pi is just a number. What number is that? Take out a calculator. Calculator out. Take out your calculator. Switch it on. Zanis, calculator. Shah, keep your iPad. Can you find the pi in your calculator? Everybody must know when the exam comes, you are expected to use your calculator for calculations. For pi. If you don't know where pi is, better find out now. Not everybody has the same calculator. So regardless of the model of the calculator, I want all of you to show me on your calculator now the value of pi. I'll show it to me. You press pi and equal.